Alright guys, so like I said last episode, we cleared all the way through this area of the temple. Now we're going to go ahead and start pushing up to the next level. Go ahead and take the roof because you can't enter through this building. And watch out for the Hat Bros. Absolutely annoying enemies. Especially in packs. Like, the guy just broke my neck. And these later ones can't just be one-shotted with the axe, so super annoying to deal with. I'm gonna just hop down real quick. Let these guys kind of do their thing. Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm gonna just reset them. Fighting these guys is just an absolute pain in the ass. You don't technically need to fight them, but when there's three of them, you can never land the loaded axe on top of them because they're always jumping and super annoying. So, just gonna come around the backside here. And we'll get back up there in a second. And deal with them like this. And there's like 10 of them down here, so matter of fact, we're not even going to deal with them. We're just going to speed through, collect what we need. Holy moly, I forgot there was all these dudes in here. Alright, so not going to deal with them yet. Need a better plan than that. We'll go ahead and fight the mini boss first and then come back. Alright, so down here there is a mini boss. It's that guy right there. So what we're going to want to do is make sure that we use the rafters here to clear out all the mini versions of him. And that's very simple. These guys can just be jumped on in order to perform a death blow. So clear out the ones on top so you don't have to deal with them. And then we're going to land a stealth blow on the boss. And then we're going to immediately start dealing with the small versions and avoiding the big guy at all costs. So avoid the big guy. Make sure you get all the small ones. Alright, now we can deal with the big guy. So he just does a large series of these. Don't even attack him. Just deflect. Deflect and jump. He does the same series of attacks the whole time. And he will break his own posture by doing all this. So you're just going to want to continue. Again, I keep attacking coming down off the jump just out of habit, but do not attack coming down off of that. Very easy to deal with. Easy prayer bead. Pick up all the gunpowder. All these extra items. And grapple back up. One more guy in here, I believe. Those guys usually drop gunpowder because they shoot the little fire at you, so it's a good spot to farm for gunpowder. Let's see if we can make our way back over here. Nope. Alright, we'll come back for that item. Alright. Okay, so up here there's going to be some wolves and whatnot. So make sure you're kind of topped off and don't get taken by surprise. And more monks. Now there are some large monks here, or the large experiments. So just be prepared to engage both at the same time. More pinwheels just to kind of show the amount of children that were experimented on here. It's kind of breathtaking. Alright, now it's time to make these guys pay. Alright, that's one. Get this one next. Gotcha, bitch. And again, we'll just break line of sight, deal with these guys one by one. Matter of fact, we'll just deal with this guy the old-fashioned way. There we go. Anytime you don't hit them in their hat, it pretty much destroys their posture, so not the hardest enemies to deal with. Deal with this guy. Not a bad farm spot if you can come up with a decent way of dealing with all the assassins. And again, a mortal monk with the centipede, there's no point in trying to fight him. Just stay away from him. He'll spit like poison on you. That was a beautiful double deflect right there. There we go. If you time their kicks, they can be parried, so. First time I played the game, I wasn't really understanding what the hell was going on in the story. And I was super, like, conflicted about killing what seemed like the only human enemies in the game. And then I ran into these dudes and realized I shouldn't feel bad at all. So we're going to use the flame vent. Or attempt to use the flame vent. Just grab the wax and run. Jeez Louise. Alright, cool. So, heading back up. There's a big, you can kind of hear him walking. There's a big bell guy over here. I think this is the path that we came up. Any enemies? No. Yeah, okay. So this is the path that we came up. So there's a bell guy around here. He could be a little bit of a nuisance, so sneak around the pillar. Take him out. Alright, for the shield guy, we're going to deal with him just like we would with any other shield. Except Actually, I don't have any healing gourds, so we're just going to break contact from this guy. Because they don't drop anything anyway. So grapple up. Next stop is definitely a statue. So stealth kill here. And just run on through here. Again, do not engage these guys. They will ruin your fucking day. There's another one. Just keep running. We're almost to the statue now. Don't worry about none of these guys. Just keep running. And rest. There's no items of importance out there anyway, so now that we're here, we'll go ahead and start progressing the story. Let's go open this back door. Does not open from this side. Again, there's more of these immortal monks. This is kind of where like the older monks hang out, so grab what you need, but don't hang around. They won't chase you or anything. They'll just kind of do their thing. A couple more items in here that we want to get before we progress the story. And there's a couple more items in a cave outside that we're going to want to grab before we progress the story as well. And we'll be coming up on our next regular boss fight soon. Once we talk to this guy and make all the preparations, we'll do that. It's not really a boss fight. It's more of a puzzle boss, so don't worry about having like full health or anything going into it. You're just gonna want to be able to think on your toes. I really wish he would just land on the right part. Let's go this way. Alright, dragon blood droplet. So, always nice to get those. Let me check my notes, make sure. Alright, cool, yeah. So we're going to hit the cave first, which is going to be down this way. Should be a monk walking here, yep. Again, with these little guys, just jump on them. Don't make them hard. Hopefully they give you some... Alright. And I think there's one more over here. So this is kind of like the burial ground of the OG monks, or like the older monks, right? So like the super ancient ones, you can see that they've been putting all their statues in here, kind of showing that, again, they've completely gone away from the path of the Buddha. And this should bring us back upstairs, which we don't want to be right now. Yeah, so we want to go downstairs. Oh, downstairs. And then turn around and come through here. Get the balloon. Now there will be an important item inside this cave if you progress the story differently. At this blue guy here. So he's the very first corrupted monk. Well, he's the very first of this order of monks that decided that they were going to do stuff with the infestation. So if you are looking for a specific text later on in the game, it will be there. I'm gonna grab the pellet. Oh my goodness. Make sure you lock on before you jump to try to stealth kill geckos. And we're going to come in here and grab the next esoteric text. So this is the Senpu esoteric text. And it's basically going to give you a bunch of martial arts. So those of the Senpu Temple mastered martial arts in the pursuit of virtue. They considered strong fist and strict discipline essential against Buddha's enemies. However, Senpu Temple was seized by an obsession for the undying, which corrupted their teachings and style. Basically, this is going to give you some more combat abilities. I've completed the game without ever unlocking these ones, so I would not say that they are required to learn. However, there's one in particular that is called Flying Monk or something like that, and it is very, very good for breaking posture on enemies that do slashes. So we're definitely going to be learning that one. And also there's some abilities that increase the amount of sen and experience, I believe, that you get on an enemy kill. So it's definitely worth getting those as well. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy.
Children of the rejuvenating waters, forgive me, that child. She's the only one left. She must be lonely, trapped in that room by herself. She must be so lonely. You there? Who are you? What business do you have with Senpo Temple?
I'm told that a special holy person lives here.
Remarkably holy. That would be the child, I imagine. She's not here anymore. It's my fault. The child, she's confined within the inner sanctum. It's impossible to see her now.
I see.
Are you a shinobi? If that's the case, then actually, I have a favor to ask of you. The child wanted to know the reason for her fate. If you do see her by some chance, please give her this. It's the least I can do for my own atonement.
Alright, so Holy Chapter Infested. It's a passage describing a journey to enlightenment. For an age I have been blessed by the worm. To be undying is to walk the eternal path to enlightenment. Thus I must become enlightened to understand why I cannot die. It is said the holy dragon's origins were in the west, so I wonder, how did the worm come to be bestowed upon me?
Is there this temple? It's no longer a place where decent people should be. Oh, that smell. So you're the one who works for the divine heir of the dragon's blood.
That's right.
The divine heir is truly exalted. But exalted or not, man is still man. I'm so foolish that I didn't understand that myself. Don't leave your divine heir on his own. Leave. It's too late to regret once you've already lost them.
Alright, so he's basically telling you that he feels remorse for all the experiments and stuff he has done on all the children, and that only one of the children remains, and it is a holy child. So we're going to have to come back here to face the next main boss. We haven't progressed the regular story far enough, so going to go ahead and head back to the castle. That book that we got, the Holy Chapter Infested, is the book that we would have got from diving in the water at Mibu Village had we progressed this part of the story that we're about to do before going to the temple. So just for reference, that's the item that we were looking for the last, the most difficult to acquire ending. So this is a good stopping point. Again, this is a big area that we're going to clear here. So in the next episode, we'll pick up and start clearing our way all the way up to the top of the castle and try to rescue Kuro. Alright, probably going to do some farming just to get some of those abilities upgraded so I can kind of showcase them. So on the next one, I'll be able to show you guys what I've unlocked. Until next time, take it easy.